Perfect, and going to shoot perhaps. He does, an effort, oh! What a goal from Glen Little. Excellent ball. Oh, another goal! Andy Cooke, 4-1.
Through, oh, lovely play by Little, and it's been turned in by Cooke, I think. Little and Cooke together will claim it.
Very happy Easter to all our Ternent supporters. Easter Monday, another vital game. This time it's Colchester United here at the Turf, and a 3 o'clock kick-off. You may remember back on October the 9th, the Clarets went to Layer Road and beat Colchester quite convincingly. 4-0 the scoreline for Burnley on that evening. A break from Andy Payton, Rins Inhander on the score sheet, and one from Andy Cooke. After that, of course, Burnley went to Main Road and 3-2 apiece. Burnley were ticking then. Who'd have thought this would have been the predicament at this time this year? However, that's the way it is. Burnley have got to win here this afternoon. Colchester beat Crichton on Friday, quite an alarm for our neighbours, who they haven't picked many points up over the Easter period. Burnley did well at Notts County. Entertainment was the order of the day, but that doesn't matter. It was a point for the Clarets and a vital one at that. Let me tell you about this afternoon's mascot. Two of them for the Clarets this afternoon. Thomas Wilkinson, aged 10, who lives over in Clitheroe. His school is Swindleton CET. His hobbies are football, Lego and Scale Electric, and his favourite players, Andy Cooke, Andy Payton and Steve Davis. Hope Thomas, you have a good afternoon with your Burnley friends today. And Clarets mascot number 2 is Robert Ford. He's age 6. He lives in Burnley and he goes to Brunchicott County Primary School. His hobbies are swimming, art, model making. Now here's a good one for Robert. His favourite players, we can't say fairer than this, all of them. That's the first time we've had that. And well done to you, Robert. Hope you have a good afternoon as well. Let's discuss the sides and then I'll talk to Terry Buckworth, our match summariser here this afternoon. First of all, for the Clarets, Paul Crichton in goal, 2 Andy Pickering, Tom Cowan at 3, in midfield at 4, Micky Mellon at 5 in the defence, Steve Davis, alongside him at the centre of defence, Chris Black. Back into midfield goal with Glen Little at 7, George Armstrong, who usually plays a sweeping role at 8, who is the club captain. Paul Cooke in midfield again wearing 9, Andy Payton up front at 10, and the return of course of Lenny Johnrose at 11. On the bench for the Clarets this afternoon, Ronnie Jepson, Brian Reid and Glen. Now here we go with Colchester United, quite a continental flavour this afternoon for them. Cole Emberton in goal, Fabrici Richard at 2, Ricardo Wilkins at 3, Durant Williams at 4, 5 David Gregory, at 6 Stefan Pavouchi, 7 Warren Aspinall, 8 David Gregory, at 9 Jason Gazal, 10 Colchester LuaLua, 11 Carl Dugut, and the substitute for Colchester, Paul Pickle, Steve Germain and Simon Beck. Terry, how do you feel this one? Quite right, David, but when we go back to November and we won 4-0 on that Friday night match, it was a great away victory, followed by the 2 apiece at Main Road. We thought the Clarets season was just getting on track. Unfortunately, we've been blown off the rails a bit since then. Pulling back into the letter with the home win against Macclesfield. The draw the other day, let's hope we can do something today. I think it's very, very important. Absolutely important. Priceless would be the 3 points. Absolutely priceless. A lot of experience in their side. We'll give it a few minutes to see how they play. It looks like it's a 4-4-2, something like that. packed with experience over years. On the day, I would think the Clarets would not expect to win this one 6 to 7 out of 10. Doesn't matter what the game is, David, the 3 points, they're absolutely vital to the Clarets score. Thank you for that, Terry. And just to remind you that Burnley lie 19th in Division 2, 1 point above Oldham, and quite ironically, that is Burnley's opponent next Saturday at Boundary Park. So every game becoming important. 5 away games remaining, and including this one, 3 home games for the Clarets. Now the long throw specialist, Tom Cowan, who was voted man of the match and quite correctly against Macclesfield. He should have had a hat-trick, but he had a spectacular goal, and it's on Satellite's goal of the month situation, a tremendous goal from him. As Cooke plays it into the Colchester area and cleared straight away by Williams there, number 4. And a slight push by LuaLua. The free kick to the Clarets on that far side. It's going to be the maestro in midfield, Cooke, to switch it over to this left-hand side. It's Cowan chasing that one and straight into the tackle. Certainly Tom Cowan gives it 110%. Mr. George Cain is the match official, the referee this afternoon. And he's from the Tax Haven Bootle, or the Tax Company. That's Glen Little. Just stabs it back to Cowan. A good practice call from Cowan. The goalkeeper can't get there. Oh, and Little couldn't get there either. The goalkeeper was struggling. It was an excellent cross on that left-hand side from Cowan. And Burnley take the first wood. Yeah, it is, David. It's just to create a bit of mayhem in the side, and Cowan there was free. Little back foot from Glen Little. I thought he might have taken it on a bit and just got into the box and invited a tackle and driven it across, but caused a bit of mayhem, and that's good to see at the moment. It's all Clarets in these early stages. Yeah, it's going to be Carl Emberson then, the Colchester keeper, just going past the halfway line. A good header from Johnrose. Laid off by Dogood. And Gazelle manages to sweep it to the left-hand side for Colchester. Wilkins plays it. A bit of a dummy from LuaLua, and cleared on that far side by Davis to Burnley. Halfway line at the moment on that far side. Colchester's left. Davis picks that one out for the Clarets. Pickering gives it in back. And he has to clear rather hurriedly and has to put that ball out of touch.
White Highlander registration P731SCW in Higgins Street. Please move that vehicle immediately. That's a police request for a White Highlander P731SCW parked in Higgins Street. Can you please move that vehicle immediately?
This is Richard on the right full-back position. Warren Aspinall, the man who's been around at Carlisle and various other clubs, of course, experienced campaigner. The number 7 for Colchester United. They're just above Burnley in that very tight situation in Division 2. And Payton was going to try and get Bunavacci there, who had second thought. Good tackle from Cooke, and he tries a lob. And perhaps, well, it was a good effort. He did well to win the ball, Paul Cooke, and well, he took a quick step shot.
Yeah, I remembered him, David, and he went for glory when it might have been better just started playing it through for Glen Little and Andy Payton, but he had the confidence to try and kick the keeper. Good to see.
Aspinall plays it in to the edge of the Burnley penalty area. That's Chris Brass feeling the danger. Got field on this left-hand side, and it looks like Glen Little and Andy Payton are playing up front as the two striking force for the Clarets. Coming up to the 5-minute mark here. Nationwide League, Division 2 on Easter Monday. That's Glen Little. The ball for Pickering. Now Pickering plays it in for Payton. Van Payton turning, a man on him straight away. Andy Payton hurried off the ball and away from Colchester up to the halfway line here. Aspinall gets into the Burnley half. Plays it wide on that left-hand side for them. LuaLua, and LuaLua on that ball on that far side. Switching play to Richard, the number 2 for them. Neat ball in, a little too long. It'd be a goal kick to the Claret. And as you may expect from their road, not a lot of spectators, Terry.
I wouldn't say there were 200, David. Interestingly enough, I saw a vehicle outside from Colchester, a van. There was a Colchester telephone number on it, etc. And guess what? It had Claret Bangor Venue in the front of the back windows. I thought it was quite ironic. Right thought by the Claret, but I say at this stage, they don't give you any fear or anything to be afraid of.
That's right, Burnley on the attack here in the Colchester half. Little for Mellon, and Mellon streaks down to that far side. Cross comes in, a good cross from Mellon. Now a chance for Cowan again. A ball which was rising above to his head, and he couldn't really control it. But again, Mellon did well to break on that right-hand side and put an early ball in. Wouldn't drop for Tom Cowan, who's hungry for goals. The left back we haven't seen for some time. It's so enthusiastic, shall we say. That's Ricardo Wilkins on that far side. Captain of the Colchester team. On the ball again. Plays it long down the left side for them. Davis in control here. Back to his keeper, Paul Crichton. Kicks first time. Up to the halfway line. Payton gets the header. High in the sky, and Little looks on. Goes to the back of Gordon Armstrong. Andy Payton will do. Oh, that's Pickering on the halfway line. Ball down to Johnrose. Lenny Johnrose. Haven't seen too much of him. He started off his career with a 3-match suspension. A good cross. Oh, and it went looking again for Payton, and Cowan has cut to his right-hand side here, and he's got dispossessed here. May have been a better option for Cooke. Armstrong switched it up here. Cooke for Armstrong. Left-hand side for the Claret. Wasn't a good cross. And Aspinall comes away with it for Colchester United. Here's Williams now. Long stretching ball for LuaLua. And away by Chris Bass into the Bob Lord stand there. Right into the arms of the Burnley manager, Ternent. He's obviously a lot happier with the situation after those 2 matches which will remain nameless. So we'll just say it was Gillingham and Manchester City. Things have bucked up since then. Here's Colchester with the right back, Richard. Puts it in, and Crichton can't get there. But Armstrong, Pickering was there, and Crichton clipped for that one. That's gone over the top. But I don't think Paul Crichton was 100% sure where that was going.
Harkin matched up, David. A bit of indecision between the central defender and the keeper, and I saw that the keeper would have shouted, he said, my ball, or something like that, but whatever it was a sign from standing, and then when he lobbed it back in, it was so narrow over the bar, and it excited the away fans and the behind the keeper there.
So a goal kick to the Claret. Up to 9 minutes in the first half. Burnley 0, Colchester United 0 here at the Turf. Pickering. Early ball from Pickering to the back post. Johnrose can't just get there. Hits the top of his head. And it's a goal kick to our visitors here. Down goes Lenny Johnrose, free kick to the Claret. Barrett still coming forward here. Little. Little's cross, and Johnrose is there, so too was the keeper, Anderson. Good kick from the Colchester keeper, but that's going to go out of play. Sam Ellis collects that one in the dugout.
I'll be back in the highlights again.
ball back with Carl Emberson then, the Colchester keeper. Well, a dull afternoon. We've had bursts of sunshine, but nothing more. Again, we find ourselves, or both teams, battling against the wind here. Little's header for Payton. Payton lays it off, right-hand side. Ali Pickering. Forward, going for offside. Payton! Just wide from Andy Payton. Good first-time shot from the Burnley striker. And let's see if he can notch his 20 here today. I know he's got 18, but I think he could be on for a hat-trick today. I mean, he got a break in October against Colchester, Terry, and that was an amazing result back in October.
Certainly was. You think you're optimistic with expecting or wanting a hat-trick, but of course you put your money where your mouth is. I agree with the Colchester defence there, because they were pitting for offside, and I've got to say I thought he would have tipped offside myself, but he just turned well in those situations. Just Payton, and of course a snapshot which was narrowly over.
That ball failed to catch in. It's a Claret throw in just under the TV gantry here at the Turf. Aspinall just leaving it there. Tom Cowan, a long throw, and a good throw too for Little to the byline, but it's just a little too long. But the idea was different, it was good, and once again we find Edmonton having another touch of the ball. Get that one away from Aspinall. Oh, linesman's flagging already on this near side. It's gone out of play. So every game for the Clarets now an important one, as you may expect. Bournemouth is the next home game, and they're flying at the moment. They've been flying all season down at the seaside. Richard plays it long, looking for Google, but our visitors claim a throw-in on that far side. LuaLua there with trying to move about, and Pickering takes control. Good play from Ali Pickering, the former Stoke City fullback. But again, the ball, he runs out to the... he certainly had his fair share of touches with the ball, the keeper. Hits one low, straight to Paul Cooke. Cooke just gives it again to Pickering. And, well, don't panic, Mr. Mellon. He put this press under a bit of pressure there. And everybody's heart went into their mouth, of course. Now, Aspinall for Colchester. A nice swift move from Colchester United. It's with Richard. Bunavachi, well, again he had to go back. And Emberson clears long, but Burnley comes forward again. Here's Micky Mellon on that far side for the Clarets. Pickering just at the back of him. Little action for the ball. It's gone over Little's head. Davis header, looking for Payton, and again it just whistled past Andy Payton. And I'm sure if he gets to service, he will score this afternoon. Cowan plays it in! Oh, right across the face, right across the 6-yard line. And Colchester breathe again. Again the ball played in. Little good control from Glen Little on that far right-hand side, a position he's best noted for. Mellon. Again it leaves it for Pickering on that far side. Gives it back for Mellon again. And too elaborate is the word, and consequently going to lose possession. Quarter-hour mark here at the Turf. Still no goals, but Burnley having much of the play forward in the Colchester half. Now Little again, turns well, Little runs up the defence. He just couldn't get it through now. Johnrose Conrad's going to try a shot. Just over the top. Outside the penalty area, Lenny Johnrose. But Burnley are starting to create the chances, just as they did against Macclesfield last Sunday.
I counted there, David, as the shot came in from Lenny Johnrose. He had 7 defenders back behind the ball, and with 3 forwards there, it was Glen and Andy Payton, and Johnrose who had the shot, and really I think that was his best option, because to try and play 1-2s around there, they really did outnumber us. They've made their intentions clear where the number 10 LuaLua will play pretty much a long strike, I believe, up front.
Yeah, it seems that way. Paul Cooke gives it a massive kick into the grey afternoon sky, and a free kick awarded against the Clarets this time. Colchester. First free kick of the game. First one that we've given away, I should say. I thought there was it turned out to be true, that really. Aspinall has the free kick for Colchester United just in the Colchester half, over on that far side. He kicks right-footed into the Burnley penalty area. Now Paul Cooke here. Payton lets it well, lays it off here for Armstrong, plays it up again for Little. A good let off from Little, and a good tackle from Richard as Mellon was going to go screeching through there for Burnley, and the ball back with Paul Crichton, and that one out for play. Well, it's better to kick it clean than to have it bobble, because we've seen 1 or 2 bobbles happen with keepers, both for Burnley and the opposition, so at least it was going to have a play, and that's all that's happened. LuaLua is doing quite well here. Brass gets the foot in the way and stops the Colchester attack. Here's Steve Davis for Burnley. Mellon has to find himself play fell out of trouble. Payton for Little and Payton just didn't run there for Andy Payton. The idea was there. They seem to be linking up quite well together, the big man and the wee man. And Steve Davis on that far side for Burnley now. Payton. Indeed, and a free kick on that far side for Colchester United now. Richard. Into the area where Paul Crichton collects. He rolls it out to Ali Pickering and Paul Cooke. Armstrong. Little. And Davis takes over. Back to Armstrong, who switches play, and Pickering receives it. Just returns for Mellon here on the ball. Oops. And nearly put Payton through. The foot from Warren Aspinall practically put Andy Payton en route for goal. But never mind, it's actually Warren Aspinall on loan from Brentford. We've seen him all over the place. Carlisle's one of the clubs I certainly can remember him playing at. And it's probably helping Colchester in their fight for survival. Just a wee bit higher up the table than the Clarets. And Burnley on that far side with a throw-in. Still up to 20 minutes on the clock if you are clock watching. I'm sure a lot of you do more towards the end of the game. Quite a strong breeze for the Clarets' favour, particularly coming from that cricket field stand where the Colchester fans were got about near the following, and the ball played up again. Armstrong and Crichton comes way out of his goal mouth. Kicks left-footed, so a very useful man to have, the goalkeeper who can kick with both feet. Aspinall. Williams plays it forward. Brass heads it up here for Cowan, but that will again come out of play for Burnley, and Colchester have their throw-in. Gazelle with it. Williams switching play for Wilkins. And I think he rather made a mess of that one, the left back, and right down the throat of Paul Crichton. High kick, massive kick from Paul Crichton, but again finds a white shirt. Davis manages to head it forward, but again the ball headed back by the centre-back, David Gregory. Pickering as well. Now then, here's Glen Little. Lenny Johnrose. It's got Cowan streaking away on this left-hand side for Burnley. Cowan's shot is a good one, and Johnrose can get there, but Pickering to cross it back in. It hits the head of a Colchester defender, and calmly Gazelle plays it to the right-hand side, just kept in play. Now then, here's LuaLua, but misunderstanding from the men from Layer Road, and gives the Pirates a throw-in on this near side. Tug on our captain's shirt, that's Gordon Armstrong. You spot that one. Gazelle lays it off quite neatly, gets a return. And Gazelle again. And LuaLua lays it in. Crichton must get that one, he does. Surrounded by a lot of players. Pickering for Cooke. Mellon. Payton's in again, and Payton as well. That's two players again. Too hard really for Micky Mellon to chase that one as Anderson kicks long for Colchester United. Little, who's wandered onto that right-hand side once again for Burnley. Little is running at the... and that is the goal kick. But if he had just got a shot in Terry there, that could have been the first one for the Pirates.
He just pulled inside, didn't he? And I think Andy Payton was standing offside, so he didn't pass to him for a decline, so it just opened up for him, and he really just dragged it with no power on the ball. But like you see it at the back of the net, as you quite rightly said. Oh, Burnley really, isn't it? As the ball in there once again, in the Burnley half. Johnrose just couldn't get a foot in there. That's left to give Colchester a throw, and that was... well, you don't take throw-ins like that, aren't you? And perhaps I used to do. I give the line from the assistant referee that's got in his pocket there, but you can toss up and make a decision quicker than that, because he just had to clear at that instant, which way it was. He thought, yes, well, and then you let the referee in and said, well, we'll give it to Burnley anyway. But it was a Burnley ball.
It certainly was, taken by Cowan. Aspinall collects it from Cowan. Intercepted by Chris Brass. We've got a holding job going on with Johnrose and Aspinall. But nothing given. It was quick step. Steve Davis in on the man there. No foul as Aspinall retrieves it near side for Colchester. Looks up. There's an intelligent ball in there. Back to the back post. Looking for Gazelle. Good ball from Aspinall. They all had their creating some, not confusion, but obviously don't have to watch that one at the far side. First corner of the game, and it goes to our visitors, and the man that put the cross in, Roy Aspinall, goes over to take it for Colchester United. Strange one, hard, pretty low. But fallen. That was very, very close indeed. That was too good, and he really did do good to his side there. A rasping shot just wide of Crichton's right-hand post. You've been waiting for that one all day, the pin, haven't you? Do good, did good. Dear, dear, dear. It was a rasping left-foot shot, and I'm going to Paul Crichton to it at the last minute, perhaps. There were a look of players. It's Crichton with the kick now, here at the turf. Burnley 0, Colchester United 0. Here's Andy Payton, wandered onto the left-hand side. Cooke. Mellon, and again, just too much fizz on it there. Probably came off his foot rather quickly off Micky Mellon there, spinned off his shin. And one of these days, one of those are going to be bob on, what you call a weighted ball, Terry, I think. Is that the right word? Yeah. Drizzle now coming down, familiar surroundings in Lancashire, in East Lancashire anyway. Probably sunny in the rest of the country. Brass got a knock on the head, down he goes, the referee has spotted Chris Brass down there, so, oh, here's a chance here. Oh, and they've scored. Colchester United after Chris Brass had gone down, and the scorer for them is David Gregory, and it was outside the penalty area. Chris Brass was led there injured, the referee was quite aware of it, he let play go on, and again Burnley have fallen to a goal. 26 minutes. Wonderful goal, wonderful goal. I hate to say it, David, but whether we were just like concentration for a minute with our injured player, and I think it was Armstrong, and he got the ricochet, just came to him and just looked up, and he didn't hit it with a terrific amount of power, but the positional, the play where he placed it was absolutely spot on, and I regret to say that it's 1-0 to the Colchester lads at the minute. Yeah, Chris Brass, the man, still injured down there, and that's where it all stems from. Obviously Burnley were short of a man with Brass being on the floor, but the referee played the advantage and it went sort of more or less to Colchester then. He got a knock on the head with Chris Brass, so I think the man caught him when he was in challenge with, and he went down straight away. But I always thought perhaps if there was blood there, perhaps there wasn't. The referee immediately should have altered the game, but obviously no blood appeared perhaps, because the referee actually ran past the on the floor Chris Brass. Yeah, I don't think you could blame the referee, David, at all. Just some of those things that happen, you know. We've had most of the playoffs and I've created most of the 1-2s around the box. They haven't done anything like that. All they've done is they've launched it high, but Crichton in the main is staying quite comfortably. A ball free, 23 yards out, something like that, and straight into the corner. It was a good goal. You will see it again and say, yeah, I agree, a good goal. Yes, it was a good goal, but they always seem to be good against the Clarets, certainly at home this year. The pressure slightly off the Clarets away from home, as we saw probably, well, if you went along to Meadow Lane against Notts County on Saturday. But there it is. Clarets trail by a goal to nil. Gregory the scorer for Colchester United on 26.5 minutes here. One thing I hope we don't do, David, and that's to change with the goal that's been conceded, because it's free. Payton receives it from Cowan. Payton has to go back for Lenny Johnrose, brings it up for Cooke. Cooke in for Little here. Little with two men around him. He puts a cross in, but again, there's massive shirt. The Burnley men were sort of over on that far side to it. They were, David, and the crowd was screaming to get onto the loose ball, but I was just saying beforehand, just before that the fullback was got some space, that I hope we don't change anything, because of the missing run up here, except concede the one goal. We've got more creative up front and in the midfield. We've knocked it around at the box. We've had the 1 or 2 half chances and the Glen little shot which he didn't get hold of. But I hope we don't change it and don't let our legs go down. We've got to keep going in the same game. That is a diabolical free kick. Burnley in possession with Mellon down the right-hand side, a long searching ball, searches out the keeper Emberson, but he has no hesitation in putting it out. Payton forcing the goalkeeper into that error as the Clarets have a throw in mid-range side the Liverpool's half. It's short for Mellon, too short really, and Cooke picks it up for the Clarets. Goes to the left-hand side, Cowan's header, and a good header from Cowan, but the keeper had it covered on 6 yards. But again, some intelligent play from Cooke, who saw Cowan sneaking in the box.
He well did the fullback, because he's just got half the yard in front of his defender, and with a slight bit more power on it, I think he would have just looped over the keeper. The Clarets on top again, David. We'll keep coming forward like this all afternoon.
Yeah, but we must find a time to score. All this pressure's got to count in the end. just left a little bit too long by Ali Pickering there, which should be number 2 for Aspinall. Aspinall, Gazelle. And again it runs away very fast down the field side. It's got to be said that notice that against Macclesfield, number of times for both teams that the ball ran out on the field side so quickly. Here's Armstrong now, launches it high, looking for Little, there's a chance on here. No, the referee blown up here. And free kick to Colchester United. We're up to 32 minutes on the clock here at Turf Moor, Nationwide League Division 2. It's Burnley 0, Colchester United 1. Gregory the scorer for the visitors on 26.5 minutes. Long. Again, Burnley men surrounding the Burnley keeper Paul Crichton, who comes rushing out to collect that one. Massive drop kick from the keeper, headed on by David Gregory on that far side, and Burnley pick it up now. Keeper ball from Pickering finds Johnrose, near side for the Claret. Finds back, she watches him. Aspinall gives away a corner. Good ball, wasn't it, back up through to Lenny Johnrose, and he's trying to take him on the outside, and he gets a quarter kick for his efforts, and Cooke again. He's having a good game in midfield as well. Yeah, certainly it's a good passer of the ball, Paul Cooke. It's going to be the man himself to take it to the back post here. Oh! Headed and straight at the keeper at the end, but it makes you wonder when we're going to score, you know. And there, David, Cooke free kick. There could have been any one of 3 Clarets got the head on the ball. The marking was pretty dismal in the box by them, and I don't know who got the final header, but it was one of 3 Clarets, and this is a good ball through to Payton. Oh, for once he didn't control it. Yeah, that's going to be a Claret. It's Paul Cooke. And Little. Is he going to kill him? Yes, he does. Back post. Surely Andy Payton runs away from Andy Payton. It's right. Takes a deflection in the end. Another corner to the Claret on this left-hand side. Just makes you wonder what we have to do to score. Oh dear. Short one, Cooke to Little. Little again to the back post. Aspinall off the line, and I thought it was going to be Johnrose who was Burnley level, but no, Aspinall on the line. I don't know. Oh dear, what did I just say? What do we have to do to score? And there's Lenny Johnrose, and the defender did well to get it away. And that's a poor ball really by Pickering, I think he was, because wanted to keep the pressure on, and a simple ball just gives possession away to them, and they can just regroup. You feel there's a goal coming, the crowd want to go, we all want to go, but what do we have to do to get one? It's a familiar scene here. Perhaps a familiar scoreline as well, but still plenty of time for the Clarets to settle down. We've seen settle down, they've had unseen chances, creating chances. It's never a problem if you're creating them. When you're not creating them, then the problems start. And certainly they've had enough in this first half to be at least level. I think possibly, they need to slow the game down. Colchester will certainly do that. They'll take the sting out of it. Burnley want to get on with it, obviously, as we'll start approaching the interval. 35 minutes gone here. Who's got the golden goal, Terry? 26 minutes to get it calculated out. And somebody's going to probably go smiling home very happy tonight. I think they're going to be drinking tonight. Is it?
No, it isn't. And that's what I mean when you said take the sting out of the game, just slow it down. They just want to throw our attacking flair and give the goalkeeper a bit and just knock it around and try and just hold on to the lead till half time. Good turn.
The shot from the number 10, LuaLua, just wide. And Crichton will take the kick from the cricket field stand end of the ground. Wind at his back, Paul Crichton kicks. David Gregory gets high above the Claret shirt there. Steve Davis for the Claret. For Ali Pickering, and Pickering plays an early ball down the right-hand side. And it's Little, he can't get there, but that was a strange one from the Colchester defender. Payton gets a header in, but Green's there again to clear it high in the sky. The second time he's done that within about 30 seconds. So two amazing, well, not clearances by Green, the centre-back, and getting Benosky's out to see both of them.
He won't like to do that. The crowd were there screaming and playing out with Johnrose for not going to that ball, but really it should have been a ball for feet in my opinion. But to get back to your defenders, well, if you said a mystic there, but that's the understatement here.
It appeared to be a good cross in the end from the Colchester defender, David Gregory, and he got another bite at the cherry just then. Here's Tom Cowan for Burnley, left-hand side for Johnrose. Johnrose does excellently well. Oh, and Aspinall just in the nick of time. He was pushing that ball through for Cowan. Well, we always say it, we'll say it again, it's as good as a corner. These long throw-ins from Tom Cowan. Good acquisition for the Clarets, this lad, and he launches it in once again. Johnrose goes up there. It falls to the keeper, Emberton. Good header by Armstrong for Paul Cooke, but he must have not seen the white shirt of Richard. Now then, Mellon, chased by Aspinall, left for Davis, up, just round the man. Little, got Pickering on his right-hand side, he chooses to cross, but Payton was waiting, and Ternent just cleared the danger away from Andy Payton.
We should say that the club have done a brilliant scheme today, David, that in front of us in the lower tier of the James Hargreaves stand, there's something like 1,000 children on the stand. They've got children in for £1 today, and I think that's really good foresight by the club to do that. It's the second time this season, and long may they do that. These are the long stay season ticket holders of tomorrow. It's a wonderful move. I hope we can make the day come true with a 3-point Claret victory.
Yeah, I suppose a lot of these kids will been at the turf for the first time, and let's hope it's a memorable match for them. As Terry said, the future supporters of Burnley Football Club. Here's Little, lays it in here for Johnrose. Oh, and that's a deflection off the number 6, Bernavacci. He's been away a few times, Bernavacci, and we always look at the team sheet just to make sure you've got the right name there.
Giant of the man, isn't it, David? Bernavacci.
A giant of a word to say as well. Bernavacci it was. Paul Cooke for Burnley with the corner. Left-hand side for the Clarets. Back post. And Johnrose. He climbed the mountain with Johnrose there, but he just didn't get the touch he required. A lot of bodies down on a heap. And the ball played in by Black. Referee decides to have a bit of a heading session. Little in the way for Cooke. Cooke's early ball. Bernavacci in the way again. Little's got it and given it away to the fullback Richard as Paul Cooke for Little here. Halfway line back for Armstrong. Bernavacci again, getting his head in the way. Aspinall. Rizal to Richard. And perhaps again one too many. As Micky Mellon picks it up here for the Clarets. Mellon for Payton, a bit of service for Andy Payton. Can he get it across? He does. And oh, it was Johnrose coming in on a far post. The fullback was Wilkins to take it away from Johnrose. Burnley still on the attack here at Turf Moor. There's Little now, but this time a challenge comes in from Williams. But Burnley have a throw-in.
Some good play by both sides in front of us there. I'm going to give it back to you, David, for the stop by Pickering.
He lays it back for Cooke, and Cooke squares it up here for Armstrong. He's got Cowan to his left, but he didn't make the right good job of that one. I think the emphasis probably would have been either flank wide to it.
Yeah, you're right. I was going to say they played some little 1-2s just in front of us below the television gantry. But then we did that to bring it forward, and we're at 6s and 7s, and just as we had every man from there back behind the ball, what do? Go and give a rather overstrong pass. How we don't score, I'll never know.
And many misses of the world. 41 minutes on the clock. Burnley still trail by goal to nil. Armstrong and Little collects. Leaves it to Davis. Davis perhaps right through the defender's legs there. Again, he was trying to get Payton involved in the move, but it broke down. But Johnrose collects it again. Armstrong to Payton on the left-hand side. And Payton with two men again on him. But Payton is going to drill it, and he was good at that, you know. That's not the touch he wanted. The keeper had it in his stride, but Payton so good in the box.
And so good with his back towards play, David, because there he had the man right on his back, turning side, the covering defender leaves him for dead, and finishes it with a good shot on goal, albeit with not perfect power. Referee gives us a free kick just in front of us. And he's just holding up play for a moment to have a word with the assistant linesman, I think. Or is that the assistant referee, the assistant linesman? Ah, yes. Yeah. David tells me that he's abandoned the assistant referee. He insists on calling him linesman. And we'll just say hello to Natalie in the press room, and she's praying for us. Claret goal.
So that goal comes before the break here at Turf Moor. So word from the referee, Mr. Cain, to Burnley manager Ternent. What's he saying to him? I wish I could lip read that. We do have a monitor, but it's such a long way away. Words to both camps, I think. Is that right?
Yes, I don't know what to do there. I can see, I think it's Peter Davis, the assistant the commercial manager, running down the line, and he wants a word over the loudspeaker, is calling for Stewart. And meanwhile, we have a free kick just inside their half, deep into the box.
Soon of Atticage again for Colchester. Cooke here. Armstrong plays it up. Again, soon of Atticage there. Little Payton! Oh, well, my word. 6 yards Andy Payton. You put money on him burying it, but there you go.
I don't know if he did get a touch, David, but the way it finished up into the keeper's arms, I would expect he did, and he will be a bit disappointed with it, but he's there, and we are creating. It just needs that little bit of luck to come our way for a change, and, well, who knows?
Well, we're on the stroke of half-time here. A couple of minutes, perhaps. Cowan leaves it to Johnrose, left-hand side for the Claret. Oh! Well, that was a bad challenge by Richard Fabrici. Well, that flattened him there. The way that Fabrici and Richard is holding his shoulder, I think he's trying to say to the referee it was a fair shoulder charge. In my book, that was a blatant obstruction. Okay, that was all over the field. But he must be a pretty strong guy to make Lenny Johnrose feel right, and he went down like he was Paul White. Doesn't really need any treatment. Tried booing, expecting to go into the boot, but the referee says no, I'll agree with the defender. It was a shoulder charge. Cooke, good cross, keeper would... Oh! Wait, good in! No! Or he expects it not to go in, I suppose. That was a ricochet right past the post, and I thought perhaps it may have gone in.
If the goal had have gone in, David, okay, it was absolutely brilliant, even though that was a comedy of errors. The ball came over, the keeper was struggling, missed it once and got hold of it and dropped it, and it bounced through him, and it hit somebody's shins and went wide. Top of the league, it would have been in the net.
No true words spoken there. We're on half-time here. Anything after this, of course, is a bit of stoppage time. Brass gets a foot to that one. Giselle doesn't. Brass is in there again. Davis and Giselle quite lucky with that one. Green plays it forward. Ali Pickering there for Burnley. Here's Glen Little. And Little goes down again, and the challenges are going in by Colchester for just some unknown reason. We've lost 5 minutes. Rather scything tackles, I would think, Terry.
I don't see much wrong with it. He challenged him, and Glen Little went down and got up again straight away, a bit Chumbawamberish, and we get a free kick. But, I mean, the crowd are giving the referee a water stick, but it's been a clean match. There's only been about 7 or 8 free kicks in it all, and which is much less than normal.
but again, and Payton back to goal, 2 men on him. Davis can't get a shot in. It's a crowded game out there as Burnley continue to pump the ball forward. Been about to get to the right. LuaLua there. A Crichton kiss back on his shirt. As we fast approach the half-time whistle here at the Turf. As Crichton comes out for this one. Robertson and John Francis, the former Sterling striker, what's the draw at half-time. Remember the days of John Francis, a lot of pace. Came from non-league football. This is Johnrose looking for Mellon, and Burnley's last chance before the interval, sorry.
I'll give you right off for one, David, but I hope the delivery here by Cooke is a good one. They brought all the men back except LuaLua, so the single man up front. I think this will be our last chance before half time. Yeah, it will be. Cooke with the corner then. Can we get it in? Oh, and it goes way over the bar. I think it was Armstrong who was stumbling in on that one. And a pretty good chance, I have to say, because he made it full on and he skewed it over the bar, but the full contact on that, and it would have been right in the back of the net. I think that's the last chance before half time, David. Summing up, it's been nearly all Claret. Hit it long if you like, trying 1 or 2 chances, or under pressure rather, and a wonderful goal by them. Other than that, strike to it. On a different day, they could have been 4 or 5 up.
So they could have. Strong physical side, would expect that from Colchester. There's the half-time whistle. The Burnley trail by a goal to 0, but instead of Sterling just said, numerous chances. Burnley will get back in this game in the second half and score, and territorially they've had all the game. So cool is that, David. I just have to say that at half-time, with our new strip supplied by Glory Years, the new home strip is going to be displayed around the ground. And Glory Years, as you know, is a company formed by former commercial manager George Cain and former player and manager Frank Casper. So it will be interesting to see that, because anything they like, I could imagine it will be Claret and well. I could hope so. I myself am hoping for the old traditional strip. I mean, Burnley strip now, but I didn't like the quarters. So much reminded me of Bristol Rovers and not Blackburn Rovers.
Yeah, and the Wycombe Wanderers type thing. It doesn't seem to be traditional Burnley strip, but it will be interesting to see that. And also good to see Vince Overton and John Francis back on the turf, if you will. Do you remember John Francis' goal at York?
Do I remember that? I certainly remember it at Plymouth as well. It was interesting to note in the programme when there was a match got there against Macclesfield last Sunday, and it was born 4 years ago to the day that John Francis scored 2 at Wembley, and his middle name became Francis the little lad.
That's exactly right, yeah, we commented on that. And you noticed in the programme today that there's a 16-year-old youth who's in the Turf Talker column in the programme. And you commented that he lives somewhere near Walsall Bestop Stadium, and you commented on his selection favourite team. You just go through some of those because you're okay. Waiting for the script, so here back to you, David, on a first half where the Clarets go in 1-0 down when really they've had all the playing, could have been 4 or 5-0. A better second half for Burnley, that is.
Yeah, let's hope so. As I say, Burnley had most of the first half, but at half-time here at the Turf, Burnley trailed by a goal to 0. David Gregory on 26 minutes for Colchester United. The second half, Burnley first out onto the pitch. Nice to see the new script produced by Glory Years, and very much in favour of the old traditional Burnley shirt, and so I'm saying this, I think it will probably bring us a wee bit more luck next year. George Pickles and Frank Casper, the owners of that company, who's going to try and bring some Glory Years back to Burnley. Also nice to see Vince Overton doing the half-time draw. Unfortunately, John Francis couldn't make it. The rumours, of course, he's injured. No, I'm only kidding. John Francis obviously not been able to make it. But Vince Overton, nice return for him. No change in personnel as we look at the moment. And Burnley ready to go in this second half, and it's going to be Graham Branch coming on, I think, yes, a substitute for the Claret. Another wide man to bolster Burnley's chances of getting a win here. Chris Brass, the man who's gone off, probably because of that knock he got in the first half on his head. So Graham Branch can cause problems on the flanks, as we saw against Macclesfield. Back four Burnley revert to then, as Graham Branch steps up for his second half appearance. Wilkins launches it for Colchester. Already Ali Pickering hobbling a bit. Hope it's nothing serious as he takes a throw-in for the Clarets. Mellon back for Pickering here. Wilkins heads down. Paul Cooke trying to place it. Punavachi, well, he's always in the way, isn't he? Armstrong leaves it on for Tom Cowan, far side for the Clarets. Gets a throw in, does he? No, yes he does.
I just wonder if the manager would have changed it up anyway if he a wide man out on the left branch, and Glen just revert to what I think is his best position out here, hugging this right touchline. So we're three up front there, pushing on both flanks, and let's hope there are crosses and dribbles into the boxes to give something that we didn't do in the first half, and that was a goal, even when we have so many chances.
A chance perhaps we could see shortly as Johnrose racing down that touchline for that ball and dispatched into the Bob stand. Clarets have a throw-in with Tom Cowan. And we've got all the men back apart from one. Steve Davis has ventured up. See if we can get into this long throw from Tom Cowan. And now what? Words, handbags at 10 paces perhaps, and now we can take the throw in. Whipped in by Cowan. A good one, and Payton's up there. Oh, just again not falling from. Still good clears it. And Cowan, well, he's got annoyed himself, Tom Cowan, right to the byline there and just ballooned it over. But Burnley starting promisingly. Paul Cooke again demonstrating his excellent passing ability there. Just getting to the full-back in time, but it's going to be a goal kick then. There's Emberson to take. Davis up on Gazelle. Flipped up by Gregory, the goal scorer for Colchester. This is Johnrose, it's taken away from him. Playing very close in the mixed area at the moment. Payton knobs it down here. Johnrose whistles past the referee. And Branch's first touch of the second half. And Branch's going to show what he can do here. Oh, and a cross again. It hit Williams, the number 4. Branch looking quite lively, as you may expect. Two men on him. Cross comes in again, but again Aspinall's there. Quite fortunate for Colchester. Well, the cry was, did it go out? And I don't think it did. Cooke this time launches it in. Looking for Payton. Green's there for Colchester. Whipped away by Dougal. And here they come again. Gregory puts a bad ball across in the end. Crichton comes out to collect.
Wonderful way up by Giselle, and Gregory, what a bad pass to his forward partner in LuaLua. Really did spoil it, but we're not complaining. We didn't have to defend her, and it would have been one-on-one if it had reached him.
LuaLua, the man, cracking names to conjure with this afternoon. And that's Cowan just trying to find Johnrose. A run straight into trouble. LuaLua goes around Cowan. Davis is there to head up to the Claret. Cooke just for Davis here. He's sent it to the halfway line. Wasn't a good ball. No service to Glen Little. Williams plays it forward. Gazelle. Turn from him past Johnrose. Seagood lays it back here for full-back Wilkins. The halfway line, it's Williams for Colchester. And Fabrizio Ricard, I think, on that far side. And Armstrong mischallenged. LuaLua has gone one way, and Cowan intercepts. Corner to Colchester United then for the second half.
But some nice hook there with the people from the team from Essex, and it's that man, one Aspinall again. Yeah, you've seen all over the place, don't you? Go away, and there's Aspinall. He has had some clubs. He's going to take it right-footed outfielder.
It's going to be Aspinall. Ooh, that was a dangerous one. And with the full-back who came in rather late, Fabrizio Ricard, and goal kick, which Paul Crichton will take. 5.5 minutes gone in the second half here. Mellon. Oh, just a fraction too long. Little probably, they may have got hold of that one, but the keeper right out to capture it. Armstrong's header. Branch gets a mark now. Payton. Oh, what he likes. And 1-on-1. Oh, the keeper makes a super save with his feet. It must be said.
He goes with back Andy Payton, won you 1-on-1. That's what he's good for, the padding predator, but the goalkeeper saved well, you said, David. So Burnley in a threatening position with it.
Glen Little over to Branch. Branch to the edge of the box, floats it in. Glen Little, he puts it back across the face. And really, perhaps there would have been an option to have a shot, whether it had gone over or not. But there's nobody there, as Little connected with that one. So two real chances for the Clarets, and certainly Andy Payton, the best of all of the match so far.
I have to say it was the most clear, David, and it certainly set the crowd chattering away. You don't expect Andy to make it. I mean, he scored so many 1-on-1s, you've got to give him the benefit of the doubt occasionally. You can't score 100% of the time with 1-on-1, but glorious opportunity, as you said.
Fine save when a keeper can spread himself. If he's caught, that doesn't matter. It still goes down as a good save. And Burnley continue to press forward here. Mellon. Ball for Payton. It's a good ball from Mellon to Payton. Keeper's in. Brave goalkeeping again by Emberson. And Payton is looking unstrong, but will he score?
You wouldn't have backed Andy Payton, David, to get there. You would have thought that was the keeper's all the way through, but he's sluggish coming off his line, and if he didn't grasp cleanly, he made a few mistakes like that in the first half. If you keep going forward, keep getting the chances, play with patience, I think that the clear-cut opening will come off. But who knows, it might be one of these spectacular, hopeful shots from 30 yards. Give anything really for anything from any distance.
Twice the keeper brought into the action. If I was to... now, what's happening here? I don't know if... well, handbags at 10 paces, all right. Gary, you might know.
Oh, he definitely kicked him, David, I think. I mean, the only trouble is that the Clarets might... they pointed it out to the referee, and they're not happy with him at all. No, Stephen from the back to there. He seemed to swear to kick at him, and the referee's gone over and had a word with the assistant, the linesman, and well, if he saw it, then he's got to walk, I think, and that's not because I want to be anti-players. He's reaching for a card. What will it be?
It's LuaLua who's getting the... well, firstly, a booking, perhaps that's all it'll be, we don't know. I wasn't actually watching. It's red. So, down to 10 men. LuaLua departs from the field for a kick at Paul Cooke, I think.
Absolutely right, David, because I just caught from the corner of my eye that it was a kick that he laid out at him, and just, you know, it's absolutely stupid, really. There's nothing. Only fear is when he's trying to play against 10 or 11, because it's the old holy chestnut, 10 men play better than 11. Aspinall's having a throw to saying, go back, Branch 10 yards. What will they do? They don't have to dig deep. How will they rearrange it? They'll probably just play the one striker up front, see if they can hit us on the break, but they'll try and keep what they've got, that's for certain. Advantage Claret.
Oh, they will do that all right. It's a free kick to Colchester. Aspinall takes it. Back too long, over the top. Yeah, I must say that was wasted from the experienced Warren Aspinall. Perhaps thought he could have done better with that one. However, it's a free kick, a goal kick to the Clarets, and Colchester down to 10 men. Can Burnley really take it now to our visitors here? But Colchester take it up here in the Burnley half. Gazelle leaves it for Aspinall, plays it wide for Rickard on the right-hand side. Cross comes in early from the fullback, but again, nothing happening there for Colchester, and a throw-in to the Clarets.
Got to play the ball through midfield, David, make them work and chase and harry and take a bit out of the legs, and you've got the lads up front who can do it, with Branch and Little who can take them on, because they can't keep two flank players all the time.
And the ball spread again over to that far side for Colchester United. And a really strange kick there from, that's the third one they've done, that's Carl Dogood. Carl Dogood with that high ball from that right-hand side. We're up to 11 minutes in the second half.
And Grant Williams there, David, there in the forward, just telling their players just to cool it down to all up. And I'll hand over to you, Glen, looking threatening.
Little cross. Oh, Mellon was facing Little, so he's tried to power it back to him. I think is what he's trying to do. And consequently, the attack breaks down. And Cowan defending there over the head of Payton. Aspinall and Johnrose. Johnrose wins the battle. Armstrong for Branch on that far left-hand side for the Claret. Branch to run at the fullback. And Branch's cross is good one. And Little's completely miskicked with his left foot there. And Branch certainly did the honours there. Here's Pickering. He's got Little to his right. He goes alone. Pickering trying to shot. And a brilliant shot. No, we're going to go. Go. Johnrose.
Who minds if when Little miskick to his left foot, because it comes clear to Alan Pickering, fires it over, and who puts it into the net? Lenny Johnrose. Clarets ecstatic. Can you see them losing from this? I certainly can't. The thing is, can we get the other goal to make it 3 points? Oh, what a good cross, and he just taps it in, heads it in. That's what we need, David.
Good, that's Johnrose. You couldn't really see whether it had gone in at the moment. And Johnrose on 56 minutes equalises for the Claret. Pushed by Warren Aspinall. Lenny Johnrose on the end of that one. With the Claret player down in his own half. And I think that Warren Aspinall is definitely now frustrated. The number 7 giving that free kick away. Armstrong it is, who's getting to his feet now for the Claret. Looking at the Burnley bench, of course we've got Ronnie Jepson on the field, on the bench, as well as Brian Reid.
We thought, David, just for a minute there that Johnrose was going to set it wide, because it seemed to look from this angle that it's pretty wide. But that could be a plaster throw indeed, because the Clarets could really now football into death.
Let's hope they can with Little on the right-hand side here. Back where he's trying to get that ball, he's there, he's got a supporting Pickering and a corner. That's really brought the crowd to life, that goal to level it up from Lenny Johnrose.
Substitution for Colchester United.
So Warren Aspinall, is he coming up? Yeah, he's going up at the tunnel ending behind the goal. He's going to take a walk round.
There's a play coming on number 12, Paul Buckle.
So Paul Buckle replaces Warren Aspinall for the visitors. Buckle's going to tighten up the defence, eh? Let's hope not. Here's Branch for Cooke. Cooke fires it hard and low. Green gets in the way. And Johnrose headed down. And Branch here. Crosses in again, there's Branch! And now Mellon! Turns, cross the goal! How on earth did they keep that one out? Good grief.
I thought David had overrun it, but he turned clever together with his Micky Mellon, and you thought number 2 was coming. He got hand over to you because it's frantic stuff in the box. Unbelievable stuff. Mellon is, oh, good grief. My word, Burnley are piling it on here. And quite rightly so. This is Brent backing away on that far side to the Claret. Corner. And Buckley's just come on there. He's having a bit of a grab at, I think it was Cooke or Branch. Oh dear, almost a penalty. Left foot out swinger. And Cooke with it then, into the box, 6-yard area. Headed out by Giselle, helping his defence out. Falls to Pickering, who's coming forward here. He's trying to find Branch with Cooke, but it's a hell of a long way off, and brightens out of his goal mouth here. It's got to be one-way traffic now. Paul Cooke in his own half. Waits the ball for Payton beautifully. And Payton's beaten by David Gregory, the number 5. Johnrose tackles well. Johnrose again. Still powering forward. Now Andy Payton. Can he finish? And Rickard was there for Colchester as Payton was holding in on the Colchester penalty area. And Burnley, well, it's going to be exciting stuff. Limoni was on him then, David. Money was on him because he failed on his one-on-one up early before, but he turned and wriggled and squirmed, and it just wouldn't come his way. Good defending by Green, and listen to the Claret support now. The ball played in again. Burnley coming forward here, but too many white shirts in that area. And Colchester come away. Gazelle on that far side. Played it back for the substitute Buckle. Williams stabs it forward, looking for Gazelle. Armstrong managed to clear it, but Davis comes in there as well. There's Micky Mellon, who's having a tussle. And free kick given. Once the referee, of course, has seen whether Burnley has gained possession. Now then, Little on the right-hand side. He can excite the supporters. And Little just perhaps corner. He was lucky to get away with a booking then was player because he dragged Micky Mellon back for about 20 yards. Okay, won the free kick, but just seeing booking. I'm not one for silly booking, but it's right into the referee force. Perhaps he feels he's been a bit harsh already, but who knows, he's still got to play it by the book of the referee. Good delivery required. Mellon with this corner on the near side for the Clarets then. Headed away by Green, the number 5. Looking for Steve Davis, but got the other centre half. Now then Cooke spreads it over for Branch. Left-hand side for the Claret. Just gets it in there. Right foot cross from Branch, but too long. It's gone out for a goal kick on that occasion. But good pressure from Burnley, and they need another goal. In fact, the 2 would do. Certainly, this goal kick from Emberton gives our time, the Burnley team, to catch their breath, as well as the fans as well. Davis over Gazelle, and holding. Pickering, he did see it. Burnley throwing. Free kick would have been better, but the advantage played to the Claret. Steve Davis flips in play for Cowan. And Cowan looking for options here. Lays it off again for Branch. Left-hand side. Right foot cross. And Johnrose heads over from 6 yards. But again, a good play from Branch on that left-hand side. And Johnrose really had to pick his spot. Just 1 inch too high for him, David. You're really thinking there. Here it goes, 3 points in the bag. Breathless stuff at third. When we report after the match, David, to our respective families and say how did it go, it'll be quite honest when we say really we should have had a bag full. The way it is all the time, and Burnley creating the chances all the way through this game, as he did against Macclesfield last Sunday. Little. Sweeping ball for Cowan, left-hand side. Cowan on his own, he just overhit again. Oh, well, that was a shot or a cross, a bit of both from looking at that angle.
stage of the game, 3 points is definitely beckoning, but Burnley, of course, have to remember to keep it boarded up at the back when you're heading off towards that ticket first stand attacking. They can always put us on the break, 10 men or not, as Colchester played away. Pickering, little again on the halfway line for Burnley. Lays it back to Steve Davis. Oh, that's going to be a bit adventurous for Cooke. He's stepped it in. Cowan, no, it was a bit... make it easy, Terry. I think that's the message.
You saw me turn away with his first kick off. He didn't have to really take him on there, did he? You know, just find a claret shirt. You've got the advantage, and that's what you do. And all you do then is give advantage straight back in possession to them. Just keep possession and play it through the middle.
Armstrong's long ball. Armstrong again. This time for Cowan. Here's Steve Davis. Opening up here. Kicking inside, and Davis just slips it. That one will run out. But the idea was there, we didn't see them, I don't know just where he was for that right-hand side. Pickering was cutting in, and the option was probably the right, but Davis chose the left. 21 minutes gone in the second half here at Turf Moor. That was a foul by Cowan, and it's Burnley 1, Colchester United 1. Cowan repeating that goal, that last-minute goal by Davis last Sunday. Not too late, we don't want to so late, but let's see if we can get one sort of now, if you like. And Lenny Johnrose perhaps adds to his first goal. Richie Ricard plays it long down the right-hand side. Do good in possession. And Cowan comes away with the ball. But he brought him down because he didn't like being beaten by Cowan. Free kick to the Claret, over on that far side. And he'd like a word, please. Think it's fortunate. Caution for do good. A verbal one, no written one, of course. Probably next time it will be. And, that was... Well, Lenny Johnrose had no chance there because Stefan Punavachi was leaning on him, to say the least. That lad is an oath. Another throw into the Claret, the far side. It's going to be Tom Cowan once again for Burnley. Backer. Oh, give me the green, please. Not happening, I'm afraid. It hit a Colchester player as that ball was launched in, but it didn't fall to a Claret again. Down and Paul Cooke here. Just on a sixpence. Or is it 2.5p? Well, retrieving it with Cowan. Cooke once again. Midfield dynamo. Oh! That was Branch gets Coleman in. Anderson collects it for Colchester United. And what do we think about the time? 23 to 24 minutes in the second half. Nationwide League Division 2. Davis with a header. Cooke for Johnrose. Green offside. The adventuring Andy Payton. Free kick to Colchester United then. Some well up front out there, and they haven't been offside at all in this game, it must be said. Free kick to Colchester. Carl Emberson to take it for them. Headed away by Armstrong for Burnley. Ball tucked in there. Nice nod on from Gazelle, but Burnley mopped it up with Armstrong. Payton here, and Mellon, little dispossessed. Back in the field is Ali Pickering. Micky Mellon ventured wide on the right here. Early ball in. Oh, it just took the neck muscles David Gregory just to get a touch and it enabled Emberson to collect it with his hands. With a high ball, Gazelle's up there, so too is Armstrong. Cowan lays it long, Andy Payton, but again, Rickard, the number 2, and that's out. Sam Ellis manages to get it back quickly. Really needs to just turn it up another notch just to get firing again on all cylinders. And I say the 3 points is very vital here. Oh. Wow, Rickard making sure that one goes out. That's definitely another corner to the Clarets. Again on that far side. And all we are saying, as the Burnley fans will reiterate, is give us a goal. Cooke then with the corner. And another one. 2 in a row. Thank you very much. Yeah, the wind swirling the other way now as Cooke will take the second in a row for the Clarets. Oh! Falls free to Little. Another cross from Little, but a white shirt is there. Played in by Mellon. And the goalkeeper will surely collect that from 6 yards as he does. And Colchester breathe again. Ternent exhorting his team to keep it going here at Turf Moor. This vital second division clash. Burnley need to again to reach 42 points. If they do, they win here today, they'll get to 42. Keep climbing away from the bottom 4. 19th position at the moment. Little. Mellon. So look at the assistance on that far side, a bright yellow flag display that means that an offside decision against the Clarets. No doubt about that one. Ronnie Jepson and Brian Reid. Brian Reid in the side for a bit because of injury. He didn't make the Preston game. Burnley throw. Yeah, no, they gave Ali Pickering the option there, the one ball down the flank, and that's what he was saying to him. Look, if I get under pressure there, give me a run towards the corner flag, lads, so as I get out of trouble. Played across field again. Branch is up there, and unfortunately comes off Branch's head, and Colchester will pick up the throw-in. Yeah, I think the crowd need to sort of lift the players, probably lift themselves, and looking at our old stopwatch here, 28 minutes gone in the second half. An awful quiet. But they need to make some ways to get things moving. Cowan launches it high but doesn't clear it probably enough. Armstrong gets the header in, but again, Green's up there, the big number 5 for Colchester. And Harry Pickering takes over here with Little on the touchline on the near side. Paul Cooke. Pass the ball backwards. Davis. Nice chip forward, but the flag's up on the far side. Just I fear that very frustrating. Just when we said that that's being offside, along comes one or two offside decisions against us.
Yeah, that's right, David. We're a bit static, but they'd every man behind the ball and tried to pick up as well as they could do with the 9 outfield players, and it's just forced Andy Payton to do that fraction early for the through ball from Stevie Davis. We do need to pick it up, as you quite rightly said, and I think the crowd needs to pick it up and get the team really behind the team. They will when they come forward at this stage, but let's just get one. Come on.
Long ball down the right-hand side. It's Payton chasing that one. Green in command, back to Emberson. It's going to go out of play. Substitute time for the Clarets. It looks like Ali Pickering, is it? Number 2 coming off. Number 2, Ali Pickering. been replaced by Ronnie Jepson. Tactical move, good performance from Ali Pickering. A good acquisition from Cooke. He's played his part, and a big round of applause from the Burnley fans as well. Straight up front goes big Ronnie Jepson then. Who's featured in the match against Notts County as well. He came on as a sub and played in midfield. Looking straight away at Ronnie Jepson there. A ball went in. Branch is there. Johnrose chasing that one to the byline here. Cowan. Back to Johnrose on that left flank. Tried to nutmeg in there, but it didn't come off. And that's a throw into Colchester. Penned him in there. Colchester had that throw in. As the wind changes direction, it's coming across the field. As Colchester in possession with Williams, plays it forward, but Armstrong's there. Plays it up for Johnrose. It's full-back Rickard's there. Armstrong with the header again. Williams stabs it forward. Davis, and so that was a free kick. As the man went flying into the air, free kick to Colchester. And one of the rare attacks, I feel.
Took the words right out of my mouth, David, a rare attack, because it's in the middle of the Burnley half, and there's an attacking force here throughout the game. We haven't seen very much from Colchester, I'm glad to say. We were all Burnley, all the way through the game. A score of chances at least, which bobbled around with all the rest of it, and just to be so lucky if this did something bad. Should have thought Williams with the free kick for Colchester, and Davis is there for the rescue. Corner now to the visitors.
Well, definitely going to hurry to take this. Substitute Paul Buckle is allocated to take it then. On the left-hand side, Burnley having a bit of rearranging to do here. Williams is coming in. They're going to take a short one and well, a bit of play action here. I know the wind's coming across field, but I don't think it's that bad. They can put it in that.
Professionalism, David, is wasting as much time as he can. Williams, the player, was saying to his men, go no charge forward.
Well taken by Paul Crichton. The big man was coming up to that one, David Green. Crichton, massive kick from him. Branch to get on the end of this one. But the fullbacks there, Ricard, and Cowan picks the ball up here. Gives it to Johnrose. And Branch again, hovering on that left-hand side. Mellon. That's the switch play. He's looking here for Cooke perhaps. It falls to Davis first. Jepson. And Cooke here. Bending ball down for Mellon on the right-hand side. It's changed well. Left-footed cross. Back post. Johnrose! Missed it. But again we see Johnrose flying him at the far post, and he's got a good game, Lenny Johnrose, despite the fact he's scored. He's played well.
But I agree more, David. I was just thinking, with the last of the team, I think it was the man of the match, and it's been a team effort all round. But Johnrose has worked really hard, and of course he was on the end of the 1-2 with the equalising goal.
34 minutes gone then in the second half. Burnley 1, Colchester United 1 here. As Davis, the halfway line, Little. Still in possession. Here's Mellon. Johnrose to collect this one. So, packing their defence, it must be said, and good play from Johnrose. Cooke. Cross comes in from Cooke. Johnrose, and it jumps past Johnrose and Branch, and goes out for another goal kick to our visitors.
It was almost a replay of the incident before, where it just skimmed off the top of Johnrose's head and Branch was sitting on the back post. That's twice that pattern. Third time looking for that.
Hope so. Back post is taking a little bit of hammer. Not the woodwork, as you know. probably know, but it's certainly gone over that far post a lot. As Branch goes in with the full-back, Cowan plays it up for Johnrose. Nice stuff from Jepson, and that's the goalkeeper's punch. I thought he was going to collect that one, but Emberson decided to punch it. He's come out far enough, he perhaps thought. Little, and Payton, oh! No! Jepson goes in a bit late on Emberson, perhaps. But I think has he got to knock Emberson? Chances are coming thick and fast.
Certainly are, and you didn't go and gave it on the people. It fell through and you just tried to shoot it in, but Lenny looking oceans of room there, and you'd have put your money on it that the cock would have found the claret.
Then Little is Mellon, and Little on the right-hand side. The assistant with the yellow flag again. Always have to look to him, of course, before you see anybody move on the near side. Free kick then to Colchester. And they're going to waste as much time as possible. Burnley need that all-important goal here. Will give the fight 3 very, very important points. Davis header. Williams for Colchester. Cowan. Long ball for Branch to chase. He'll get onto it. He has the pace. Pull back, making sure he didn't get there. Play the safe again. And Claret to have a throw in. Johnrose for Branch here. And Branch has to play it back for Gordon Armstrong. Armstrong left-footed cross in. And Jepson there. And the ball bobbling again for Payton. Oh, what a goal! What a goal! Andy Payton! Super stuff! Priceless! Absolutely priceless! What did we say in the first half? Should a player in the league with his back towards the goal, surrounded by players, makes himself the yard just to have a strike on goal. He hits it with devastating power into the corner. No goalkeeper on earth would have got it. Watch that again. What a priceless goal for Andy Payton, the Italian Predator. I love you, Andy! 19 goals into Andy Payton. Colchester United. Wilkins and Armstrong here, nothing comes up to the corner. First the first word, and it's in the Villa stage. And here's the falling on the near side to Colchester. Remember they're down to 10 men. Rare attacks into the Burnley area, but it's one here. Ritter clears it over. Payton moves it on to Jepson. Jepson spills it on to Glen on the left-hand side. And Glen's going to cut and turn here. He certainly is. Ritter asking for it and got it. Amazing. That's balancing a little. Still a good play. And Burnley going to cross it in. The ball to Glen. And Glen's trying to shot the kick. Just wide from Glen. And a corner to the goal. Storm here. Beautiful outside of the post of that one. But I know you're up here intelligence out of from Andy Payton a few minutes ago. I knew that the hit was not cut out into the back there. So I think he was picked down south on the far post. Now, a few corners there and Micky Mellon yet again. I'll tell you what, when he gets him up a little bit like that, I think it's come on his under. Yeah, shot from Ronnie Jepson, of course, that's how it goes out too. Corner will be taken short. Jepson collects it from Mellon. And Jepson down to the corner. That's a night. Speaking up on that occasion. Only 3 minutes left. So we'll see 18 away the second. And Brian Reid has the opportunity of coming on. And it seems that Brian Reid has got close into the back with about maybe 4 minutes for him to get a fix again as first team football after his injury. So Brian Reid will come back. And here's Mellon. Well, it doesn't work out that way, but sometimes Andy Payton. Glen's now coming through. Glen then. They stopped him. He stopped him in a good start from Anderson. But that was going in from Glen then. Goalkeeper's playing well this afternoon for Colchester. Behind the ball, but it's still left the goalkeeper really struggling to get a hand on it. The Jepson on that right side and not mistake. A minute left to the game so far. Anything that was on the chase, we've got a little stop of time. We'll look for the fourth official with his numbers. Another substitute for Colchester. The last one for them.
Substitution for Colchester United. The player coming on number 14, Simon Betts.
Simon Betts replacing him, and the rest of the team right from Santorini's game to be honest available. Another substitute, the last one for Colchester United is Glen, and we'll approach 90 minutes quicker. As the first player was very difficult to get the ball to him, and the pushes him into the fire. Cowan to Burnley. The full kick to the corner. So he's going to blow for full time then.
right-hand section, right-hand side, looking for Jepson, and standing back steadily for a kick of the goal. Again, Jepson lays it off to Mellon. LuaLua looks up in the corner, no doubt about that. Little. No, he's not. Slowly done with that shot in terms of the young Little. And he's going to get something from this as well. Another player. He's got a minute over the 90. And throwing that Little. And that Jepson and Mellon as well, of course. So again, so the ball stays in this near side. Watching Little trying to get his dribbling on the near side touchline. Bench is going to have a crack surely. He would try to run the score. He got the break. That's 3-1. Lovely stuff again. Andy Payton managing back to that. He's got all of that. There's LuaLua. Simple score. Simple second goal. Down to the road, hold the road, right to the road, got to the bar line, plastic centre forward, goal, all he has to do is pass it into an empty net. That's it, playing for Colchester, playing off the ball net, Mellon corner, 3 points. Not easy for Andy Payton, but the proposal was great for him. The import is best and drawn down, and Burnley are 3-1 up. Andy Payton gets his 20th of the season, and Burnley, more importantly, is that they have 3 points to just really take away from that bottom 4-6. Credit to Glen this afternoon, the Paddy and Predator, great event at Burnley Football Club. Just listen to the crowd, very recognised Andy Payton as a home-grown, home-spun player. Andy Payton was also the rectors of the Turf Moor crowd. That's right, North the Turf. It's all young things. I think it's something like 25 chances on goals. 18 balls out. Respect the bench for a brilliant punt. That's where they show a wonderful goal. That was done drop. He's the punt from Micky put the bottom goal on side, hitting the goal. Lenny Johnrose with a straight line. Andy Payton has got a wonderful solid upstairs in the winning goal.
United 2, and West Bromwich Albion 1, Alexander 5. Division 2 is Bristol Rovers 1, Northampton Town 1, it's Chesterfield 1, Stoke City 1, Lincoln City 0, Notts County 1, Liverpool 1 at Blackpool 0, Preston 1, Manchester City 1 from early.
Perhaps he does, an effort, oh! What a goal from Glen Little. Excellent ball. Oh, another goal! Andy Cooke, 4-1. Side for Burnley, a good cross, and now Little, oh, a goal! Super goal! That's a fantastic goal, I tell you. The movement, everything. Oh, it was fantastic play. Drills in hard and low, a goal! Andy Payton! Oh, Andy Payton.
Trying to thread it through, oh, lovely play by Little! And it's been turned in by Cooke, I think. Little and Cooke together will claim it.
to the byline, a good chip in! Yeah, a goal! Andy Cooke!